Hey, good morning. Welcome to Angry Bird. This is Tyler, the host. Today I'm going to talk about unlearning and some of the difficulties we all have in unlearning something and why that's important to acknowledge, especially now. Now we really have to unlearn shit in a way that we've never have before. And we all have to do it. It's everyone's job. It's not just they, them, those people. It's everyone. We have to unlearn. Unlearning refers to the process of putting aside or forgetting previously learned knowledge or behaviors. It involves challenging existing beliefs and ways of doing things and embracing a new perspective. So, when I was a kid, when I was a child, when I grew up, when I was in my teens, man, boy, did I struggle with this. Boy, did I struggle. If I thought I knew something, you couldn't twist me off a fucking branch. You couldn't. I was stuck. I had to be ridiculed to the point where I was so embarrassed that I would go look it up to see if I was right. If you don't know, when I was a kid, we didn't have a phone in our pocket with all the answers. It wasn't like that. We had encyclopedias. We had libraries. We had parents that knew things. You know? It's funny how we did that. Well, my daddy said, and then some other kid would be like, well, my daddy said, and that used to be the thing. Anybody in my age group understands that. My daddy said, my mommy said, my parents said, right? And then we would go down to the damn school and we'd go to the library, or we'd go to somewhere with knowledge and we'd figure it out. We'd see whose parents knew shit. My parents weren't right all the time, and neither were theirs. We started learning that our parents didn't know exactly what the hell they were talking about all the time. It is a weird experience to go through that. And to be able to tell somebody later, I'm in my 50s and I'm telling you guys now that that was literally a thing. That was a thing for me and my friends and people I knew. And I learned way back when that fact checking was actually important. Because otherwise a bunch of bullshit goes around. A bunch of bullshit goes around. There were stories when I was a kid, man. There were stories. If you go out to the mansion on Hicks Road at midnight and do full moon and ghosts, you'd hear them, and you just got to get in the building and all sorts of weird shit you'd hear, man. And there'd be people echoing it out, and next thing you know, it's like everybody heard the story. And you're just like, what the hell? Hicks Road ghosts. What do you think I did? What do you think I did? I hear that story. What do you think I did? Me. I'm going to go see it. So I'm at Hicks Road, full moon with buddies trying to find this mansion. So we find the mansion and we can't get in. So we're just like, well, I don't know what to do. I ain't going to break in. I figured since it was a story, everybody could get in. Everybody knew how, we were trying to find a way and we just couldn't. We're not going to break in, that's just dumb shit. But there we were trying to debunk something. See, I was just one of those people. I'd hear something, I'd be like, what? Oh, hell no, I'll challenge that, Let's go down to the encyclopedia. Let's go down over here. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. It's hard for me to accept bullshit, right, as a person. And I've just been that way. But as a kid, I stuck on things until I was an adult. Straight up. I had the LGBTQ all ass backwards as a kid. All the way through adulthood. All the way through. Until I met the right person. Until I had got their shoes on. The moment I did, though, The moment I had someone else's shoes on, I unlearned all the shit that I had wrong. And then I took the necessary steps to learn it proper. And that's a big fucking deal, man. To unlearn something that you held for years, man, as accurate. How do you do that when you got a country of Democrats punching down at some groups within the groups, and then we got MAGAs punching at Democrats and libs and everyone that ain't them, and then we got Christian nationals punching at these other religions, and other people, and if you ain't white or whatever, man, these people are off the charts loon. You got so many people out there that need to do a fucking serious unlearning, man, so that they can come back to us, back to reality. And we have them within our own ranks. We really fucking do. And the truth of it is that if you truly wanted America right now fixed ASAP, and you let go of all your fucking emotion for just a minute, like you just let go of every emotion you have against every group of people you have it with, whatever the beef is, whatever the fuck the beef is, and you said, you know what is the fastest way for Americans, the citizens, to take back their country from the rich and give it back to the people? What's the fastest fucking way? Well, in my eyes, the way I see it is numbers. Numbers. That's the fastest way. Numbers. And we ain't gonna ever have them at this point. So we have to unlearn some shit, relearn, and then we'll have the fucking numbers. Because you cannot, embrace half the group and then punch at the other half. Red hats are a group you punch at, a group I punched at. I gotta stop. I'm doing my best. We have to unlearn punching at other Americans right now. We have to learn to open our mouths only to them and be the voice of fucking reason. Not the voice of hate, not the voice of you're fucking stupid, not the voice of anything like that. Because the fastest way is the fastest fucking way. And the courage to accept that we have to do things we're not going to like doing. I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea of reaching out to old family members that are trapped in that bubble. I don't. I think they've burned me so much that I don't. It's hard for me to reach out to them. It just is. They've called me names. They've mocked me. And me going in there right now with a told you so ain't gonna fix shit. It ain't gonna unlearn anything. It's me punching at them. And I know I have to cross this bridge. Don't y'all think we have to cross this fucking bridge? Don't y'all think the people in our lives that have done nobody harm, they're just tricked, don't you think we have to cross that fucking bridge soon and get them all back in? And then take the charge? Unlearning that, man, is going to be hard. If we can't accept what we got to do as a people, as a country, as countrymen, as Americans, if we can't accept what we have to do to get this shit the fastest way possible back, we're not going to get it back the fastest way possible. We are going to go through unfucking bearable pain first. Unbearable pain. It's already painful We already know the shit's hitting the fan. We see people going to other countries. We see Justice Roberts saying, well, we'll give you more time to bring them back. The guy should have never fucking been there. Why the hell does he have to wait? That's like the ICE grabbing me or you off the fucking street and sending us over there, and then our Justice Department saying it's cool for a few more days. Would you want to wait a few more days? That's what I'm saying. We have to recognize the threat. And we have to unlearn something so we can learn what it will take to right the ship. I know there's people out there that think I'm fucking full of shit. They ain't gonna do dick for a red hat. They're so unempathetic for them. And that's why I try to explain that they don't know no better. Because I've read things. I've read the polls. I've seen the question changes. I've seen our own groups flip-flop just as much as theirs. Our own group. The people we think knows up and down. They don't. They just vote with us because they trust us and they trusted the right side. You don't know that because you don't read the stuff I read. You don't see the statistics I'm looking at. You don't know that. You're just like, you're thinking everyone around you is geniuses too. Everyone around you can see through the fodder. They can't. I'm telling you they can't. I could see it plain as day in polls, plain as day in questions, plain as day. So you can't look across the aisle and go, you guys should know better when a large group of our own don't too. So try to unlearn. Okay? Try to unlearn that. Because it's going to be hard, even for me, man. I can't. You don't know how much pride I got to suck up to go back into that arena with people that dissed me the way they dissed me. But all I can think of is, that's my family back. What about yours? What about everybody you know? That's all I can think of, is if we get them all, what's stopping us if we get them all? There ain't shit stopping us. We can't leave out any group. We can't leave out Palestinians. We can't leave out immigrants. We can't leave out trans. We can't leave out any group. We cannot have our own target. We have laws, we have a constitution, and that's it. That's it. We fight over how taxes get spent. That's it. None of this bullshit, man. None of this. They can only live like me. None of that shit, man. As long as you ain't treating nobody harmfully, leave us alone. And we'll leave you alone. Everybody leave each other alone. All I can say is this, guys. We're in the thick. It's all starting to hit the fan. It's only the 9th. I mean, we ain't even 80 days in. The government's practically gutted. There's everywhere I go now, there's somebody that knows somebody that's hurt, man. There's somebody that knows somebody that is hurt. That means everybody knows somebody hurting now. People are going to be coming out, man. Collect them. Don't be a dick. Try to unlearn. The fastest way to right this ship is everyone. All right, love y'all. Bye.